Vatsala Jadi Yoshirali Durlabham Krishna Sangha Nandiradma Dasya Sidhu Bhajanam Tam Karoti Nindatali Chanchayasu Sajanam Maham Natma Wait, that's Yamuna Astakam. Oh, I know. I'm trying to get the. Trust me, I know. Maya Madman Mada Padma Vajra Saradika Manada Padma Vajra Saradika Maya Madma Pada Padma Dasya Dastu Radhika Maya Madma Pada Padma Dasya Dastu Radhika Maya Matma Pada Padma Dasa Dastu Radhika Maya Matma Pada Padma Dasa Dastu Radhika Kumkumagma Kanchanam de Garvahari Goraba Pitanchita Brabja Ganda Kirti Nindi Soraba Balaveshu Sunusa Balaveshu Suna Sarva Vanchitata Sadhika Mam We'll have to do call and response next time. Jaya Radhe, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Shri Radhe. Let's read. Srimati Radhika's bodily complexion snatches away the pride of the golden lotus flower tinged with kumkum. Her bodily fragrance reproaches the fame of the scent of a lotus combined with saffron. She fulfills all the desires of the cowherd prince of Braj. May that Srimati Radhika forever bless me with service to her lotus feet.
Her colorful silk sari decries the splendor of coral. She is a garden of blooming flowers for the playful pleasure of the maddened bee, Sri Krishna. She worships the sun god to obtain the perpetual association of Sri Krishna. May that Srimati Radhika forever bless me with service to her lotus feet.
The sublime softness of her body reprimands the fame of a cluster of delicate blossoms. Her body's coolness is worshipful for the moon, sandalwood paste, the lotus, and camphor. Her touch dispels the heat of Gopi Jana Vallabha's Sri Krishna's amorous desires. May that Srimati Radhika forever bless me with service to her lotus feet.
Though honored by all the revered goddesses of the universe, Lakshmi Devi compares with Srimati Radhika neither in opulence, such as beauty and eternal youth, nor in love or pastimes. May that Srimati Radhika forever bless me with service to her lotus feet.
Try? I'll read the whole thing. Want to try? Try last one? Okay. James gonna try last one.
She is expert in the beautiful arts of Ras Leela, such as dancing, singing, and joking. She is adorned with supernatural prem, enchanting beauty, wonderful attire, and all divine virtues. Among all youthful cowherd maidens, she is topmost. May that Srimati Radhika forever bless me with service to her lotus feet.
By her opulences of ever-fresh beauty, playfulness, and feelings for Krishna, she causes all the young cowherd maidens who are bound in anurag for Sri Krishna to tremble. She is immersed in perpetual trance upon Sri Krishna's beauty, attire, and playful pastimes. May that Srimati Radhika forever bless me with service to her lotus feet.
She is decorated with sattvika bhavs, such as perspiration, trembling, horripilation, tears, and a choked voice. She is adorned by the ornaments of bhav, such as indignation, joy, and contrariness, and she is bedecked with an array of jeweled ornaments. by which she delights the eyes of Sri Krishna. May that Srimati Radhika forever bless me with the service to her lotus feet.
Upon being separated from Sri Krishna for even half a moment, she becomes distressed by the ever-arising feelings of lowliness and great restlessness, and she is relieved by all her mental anguish upon meeting Krishna, as a result of the intense effort of one of their messengers. May that Srimati Radhika forever bless me with service to her lotus feet. Lotus feet.
Now you try.
You said try last one. Srimati Radhika, who is Darshan.
That's messed up. You don't speak English.
Alright, how about repeat after me?
Wait, he's got it. He read the Sanskrit.
Srimati Radhika.
Srimati Radhika Rose Dashara is very attended even by Parvati Devi and other goddesses. It gives great pleasure to her Sakis. She herself becomes held upon meeting with Sri Krishna, and she is Krishna dearest beloved. She quickly makes that person who prays to her by singing these Ashtaka a recipient for the nectar of service to her.
Hey! He sounded like a Chinese man. Arrivo. Yeah. Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Wait. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Wait, why? Why are they closed? Open. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bolo Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna. Hari Bol. Nitai Gora Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gora Hari Bol. Interesting. Huh? I don't know what's going on. All right, Bhakti Sar.
Om Jnanatimrandasya Gyananjana Shilakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shigurave Namaha. Gurachandraya Radhikaya Tadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadabhaktaya Namo Namaha. Yam Pravrajantam Anupetam Apetya Krityam Dvaipayano Vidahaka Tarua Juhava Putreti Tanmayataya Taravo Benedus Tam Sarva Bhuta Hridayam Munimanatosmi Bhaktya Vihina Aparada Lakshay Chiptascha Kamaritarangamadye Kripamaitvam Sharanam Prapana Brinde Numaste Charanara Vindam Tevai Vasmi Najivamit Vayam Vina Iti Vigyaya Radhe Tvam Nayamam Charanantike. So I offer my, what's up?
I was surprised how much it is.
Hey, it works. I offer my unlimited obeisances unto the dust of the lotus feet of my most worshipful Diksha Guru, Srila Bhaktivedanta Van. Om Vishnupada Stotrata, Srila Bhaktivedanta Van Gosmaraj. Om Vishnupada Stotrata, and to my Diksha, my Shiksha Guru, Srimati Shamrani Didi. Om Vishnupada Stotrata, Srimati Shamrani Didi. And I offer my obeisances unto my beloved masters. This book, which was manifested by Srila Bhakti Vigyan Bharti Goswami Maharaj, revealing the pastimes and his of so many of the different disciples of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Srila Prabhupada. And so today is the, that's either disappearance. I don't know off the top of my head of the associate. Let me see. Sri Shrimad Bhakti Sodabha Bhakti Sard Goswami Maharaj. We are going to read about his glories. Jai. Here is a picture for everybody on the live stream. What do you look like? So, the first section is called Accepting the Shelter of Srila Prabhupada's Lotus Feet. Sri Shrimad Bhakti Sardaba Bhakti Sar Goswami Maharaj appeared in the Khulna district of East Bengal, present-day Bangladesh, and was given the name Nanda Dulal. He studied engineering at Ravenshaw College in Cuttack, where he became in contact with Sri Shrimad Brajabihari Das Babaji Maharaj, the in charge of the local mutt established by Srila Prabhupada. Although Srila Babaji Maharaj was not well educated, he lectured daily on Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, as per Srila Prabhupada's order. Because of his illiteracy, his manner of presenting discourses was not particularly scholarly. Nevertheless, illustrious academics and English professors were so moved by his simplicity that they joined the Gaudiya Mutt and became initiated devotees. He often told his listeners, "I am but a peon of my Gurudeva and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. My delivery may be inadequate, but I always put forth my best effort in making sure their message reaches your ears. Since you are learned, kindly correct whatever mistakes I may have made." Impressed by Srila Vrajabihari Babaji Maharaj's simplicity, Sri Nanda Dulal took full advantage of his daily association. Thus, a strong desire rose within him to take shelter of Srila Prabhupada's lotus feet. Through this pastime, Sri Nanda Dulal taught that the worldly knowledge of platform speakers can never infuse devotion in a person's heart. Although a well-spoken politician may expertly prepare a moving speech in less than half an hour, the effect of his rhetoric is merely temporary. Conversely, the incoherent speech of an entirely illiterate but surrendered devotee is so courageous that it inspires devotion in the hearts of those who hear it, even though it may be devoid of any scriptural references. It was with such surrendered devotees in mind that Srila Prabhupada wrote in his poem Vaishnav K, verse 17, Prana Achetata Se Hetu Prachard. He has life, he can preach. When Sri Nanda Dulal notified his greatly pious mother and father of his desire to accept the shelter of Srila Prabhupada, his father encouraged him to join the mutt. "If you want to perform Hari Bhajan," he told his son, "I will personally take you to Srila Prabhupada and offer you at his lotus feet." Sri Nanda Dulal accepted this proposal, and his mother and father both accompanied him to Sri Dham Mayapur, where Srila Prabhupada agreed to award the three of them Harinam and Diksha initiations. Henceforth, Sri Nanda Dulal became known as Sri Nani Gopal Brahmachari. After offering his son Sri Nani Gopal Brahmachari, Sri Nani. After offering his son at the lotus feet of Srila Prabhupada, Sri Nanda Dulal's father told his son, I am very pleased you have decided to surrender yourself to Srila Prabhupada. May you always serve our Gurudeva's lotus feet. I beg you, please forget me and never return home. It would make me proud if you were to follow this instruction of mine. In this way, Sri Nanda Dulal's father proved himself to be his son's true guardian. Se Padama Bandhu, Se Pita Mata, Shri Krishna Charane, Jai Prema Bhakti Tata. He who gives you loving devotion for the lotus feet of Sri Krishna is your ultimate friend, your father, and your mother. That very year in 1930, Sri Nani Gopal Brahmachari was appointed as a teacher at the Thakur Bhakti Vinod Institute in Sri Dham Mayapur and assigned to the editorial team of the Gaudiya Mutt's daily newspaper, Dainika Nadia Prakash. Eventually, on the order of Srila Prabhupada, he went on to preach in many cities in India. After Srila Prabhupada's disappearance, Sri Nani Gopal Brahmachari remained under the guidance of Srila Bhakti Sarang Goswami Maharaj, who awarded him sannyas and gave him the name Sri Shrimad Bhakti Sodaba Bhakti Sar Goswami Maharaj. He became the editor of Sri Saraswata Gaudiya, a monthly magazine published by Sri Gaudiya Sangha, the institution Srila Bhakti Sarang Goswami Maharaj established. By authorizing many articles that were printed in various Gaudiya Mutt magazines, Srila Maharaj contributed to the service of Srila Prabhupada's Brihat Murdanga, his printing press. Additionally, in Vrindavan, he managed the Imli Tala Mutt for a long time and is largely responsible for its stunningly beautiful preservation. Whenever my Guru Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Vigyambharati Goswami Maharaj's Guru Maharaj, Sri Shrimad Bhakti Doyat Madhava Goswami Maharaj would visit Vrindavan, Srila Bhakti Sar Goswami Maharaj would always visit him. Their relationship was very sweet and respectful. Without fail, Srila Maharaj would always insist on bringing Guru Maharaj to Imli Tala, where he would serve Guru Maharaj and all of his devotees after prasada. After Srila Goswami Maharaj's disappearance, Srila Bhakti Sar Goswami Maharaj was appointed to the Acharya of Sri Gaudiya Sangha, but upon encountering various disturbances, he regarded his appointment as unfavorable for his practice of bhakti and promptly resigned. He submitted his resignation letter in person to the concerned parties, thus demonstrating his complete lack of conceit and selfishness. His simplicity was boundless, and he was entirely nishkinchana. He accepted only Krishna as his only wealth. Through his personal example, Srila Maharaj established that a sadhaka must give up all that is unfavorable for the practice of bhakti. He was not attached to the prestige that comes with a high-ranking position. Rather, he was interested only in rendering service to Sri Hari, Guru, and Vaishnavas. We should be careful not to conclude that Srila Bhakti Sar Goswami Maharaj gave up his service. He simply decided to perform that service in a situation he found more favorable for the execution of bhakti. And for everybody who knows, Srila Bhakti Vigyambharati Goswami Maharaj has very intimate understanding of a decision like this. Towards the end of his life, he had served his Gurudev's mission for like 60 years straight. And then towards the end, he found that there were so many things just unfavorable within the mutt. They weren't allowing him to preach, to speak Harikatha, and he one day just up and left, even though he had dedicated and devoted 60 years of his life and was the most senior person within the temple. So when he's saying here that the Srila Bhakti Sar Goswami Maharaj's decision was not him simply giving up his service, he has full realization and full personal experience to understand what it means for somebody of that rank and level to just leave a high position within a mutt. So after resigning from his post as Acharya of Sri Gaudiya Sangha, he established a mutt in Siudi, West Bengal, where he once invited Guru Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Doyat Madhav Goswami Maharaj, to deliver a series of lectures. So who would like to read the next section? I have to go cook lunch.
Alright. Where did you leave off, please?
The next section.
Serving Sri Hari Guru. Is this thing on?
We're live.
Oh, God. Serving Sri Hari Guru and Vaishnavas by any means possible. Wow. Sri Srimad Bhaktya Loka Paramahamsa Maharaj donated half of his property in Sridham Mayapur to his godbrother Srila Bhakti Sarda Goswami Maharaj, so that Srila Bhakti Sarda Goswami Maharaj could construct a mat there. However, as soon as Srila Bhakti Sar Goswami Maharaj began laying the foundation, some Bangladeshi refugees pitched tents and began squatting on that land, citing the authority of a particular police officer. Srila Bhakti Sar Goswami Maharaj was unconcerned about the situation. Imagine you just had people on your property squatting and you're just like, I'm just going to keep building. He told his godbrother, Shripad Krishna Keshav Brahmachari, I will not build anything there. Who wants to get involved with all these problems? I will simply stay with one of my godbrothers. One day, when Shripad Krishna Keshav Brahmachari accompanied me to Hidaghat to take a boat to Krishna Nagar, he showed me Srila Bhakti Sar Goswami Maharaj's land and said, look, some people are camping there with the support of the police, and Srila Bhakti Sar Maharaj is not very motivated to deal with the matter. Can you help him with this? Certainly, I said. It wouldn't take me more than half an hour to evict all these people. Send word to the father of that policeman. Tell him, Bharati Maharaj says, if your son wants to keep his job, the place should be totally empty by the time I return to Mayapur. Otherwise, you must teach your son a lesson by filing a lawful complaint against him. Shripad Krishna Keshav Prabhu did as I requested, and the squatters left the next day after receiving a small compensation for the cost of their tents. Once this land was cleared of all refugees, Srila Bhakti Sar Goswami Maharaj told me, due to my godbrother Sri Krishna Keshav Brahmachari's concern for me, you delivered a harsh message to that policeman's father. Generally speaking, it is inappropriate for someone wearing the garb of a sadhu to speak in such a manner. However, it is your duty to extend yourself as far as necessary in order to serve Sri Guru, Vaishnavas and Bhagavan. There is no fault if such service requires you to resort to threats. A frank reproach. This actually reminds me of what Srila Bhakti Vedanta Vamana Goswami Maharaj would speak about. I was just reading in Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Goswami Maharaj's book. And it says, clearly we are following Amani Manadana Dharma, the religiosity of giving all respect to others and not expecting respect for ourselves. But this doesn't mean that we allow, like, for example, he uses the example of like a dog entering the temple, you know? We don't allow a dog to enter the temple simply and think that, oh, we give respect to all living entities, therefore we should let a dog enter. He will get so much benefit, but this is against rules, you know? So we still want to serve and be respectful, but also understand like the limits to our willingness, you know. We can't let it just anybody come in and, you know, that's just not allowed.
So no dog allowed in no temple in India?
No.
No?
Yeah, I heard in Jagannath Temple, if a dog enters the premises, they close the gates for they stop cooking. Even if the dog wasn't even near the kitchen, if a dog enters the gate, they shut down the whole temple. They reset the cooking, rewash all the pots, clean the whole entire premises, clean the altar, everything with water. Just completely clean the premises if a dog enters. But it's just, you know what I mean. This is like the topmost standard, but there's a reason why Jagannath is there, you know. Many other things like, yeah. Yeah, they have a cloth over the mouth. They fast. They don't, and it's the same cooks basically every day, and they're very intimate relationship with Jagannath. But it's interesting, you know, we take this position of being humbler than a blade of grass, but we also don't let, you know, nonsense to happen. It's realistic, you know. It's not a.
One more question before you continue.
Yeah.
If someone comes in with a real strong street odor, how do you guys usually handle that? How is that handled in the temple?
Well, it depends. Time, place, circumstance. Just depends on the person, you know. sometimes you have to, for the welfare of others, you have to like maintain some standard, right? You can't. Not everyone can just come. Like this is a temple, you know. Everyone should be dressed accordingly. At least like over knee pants, you know. No shoulders showing for girls. Like simple rules, you know. Yeah. But everything can be done in harmony. Everything can be harmonious, you know. Sometimes people need to be told what to do. Like in this situation, people just squatted on his land and then had they were saying that, oh, the police backed us to be able to stay here in tents. And he was very tolerant, Bhakti Sargoswami. He didn't say anything to them. He just continued his building. But then, on the request of his god brother, Sri Krishna Keshav Prabhu, he requested Bharati Maharaj to write a letter. And so he wrote a letter saying, like, you must leave the property if your son wants to keep his job. The police officer. So a frank reproach. Guru Maharaj regularly held religious assemblies in many places, including Kolkata, Puri, and Vrindavan. On the invitation cards, he always included the names of his invited godbrothers along with brief introductions. Once one of Guru Maharaj's godbrothers became angry to see that Guru Maharaj had not included an introduction next to his name. He told some of his other godbrothers, "Why hasn't Madhav Maharaj included an introduction of me? He has introduced himself and his other godbrothers as the founder acharyas of their respective institutions, but he has not mentioned any details about me. This is entirely improper." In reply, Srila Bhakti Sada Goswami Maharaj, who was straightforward and without malice, said, "You have only recently acquired a small place that has but 2 rooms. You have not held any festival there, so Sripad Madhav Maharaj has no way of knowing where it is. Are you a sadhu? If so, then you must always remain humble. Does your disposition reflect the meaning of Trinadapi Sunichanata, the quality of being humbler than a blade of grass? In the past, Sripad Madhav Maharaj has shown you great respect, even though you are his junior. Why, then, are you so angry? You cannot even imagine the depth to which Sri Hayagriva Brahmachari has entered the innermost region of Srila Prabhupada's heart. Do not pay attention to all these trivialities and thus cheat yourself of the essence, which is association with and service to sadhus." Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Goswami Maharaj also says in his book that this is the enemy, the seeking of position, or even thinking I have some good quality, I have some devotion, I have some this, that, everything is. We should always find ourselves, I have nothing, I have no devotion, I have no good quality to serve. Everything is from Guru Maharaj. Anything that comes to me is Guru Maharaj's mercy. In that way we can make our spiritual master our dearest friend, knowing that he's providing everything, even the compliments, anything, and we just offer it right back to him, knowing, Guru Maharaj, this is yours, actually. This is so simple. In this way, the heart can remain simple, one can remain in devotion. Everything here is a perverted reflection. Any position in this world is you don't want, actually. This is lower in the spiritual category. In the spiritual category, it means lowest of the low. Everything here is perverted reflection. Should understand this to the core of our hearts and serve in this mood, not expecting anything. I'm only saying this for myself. Whose service is most superior? Srila Bhakti Sada Goswami Maharaj told me he once posed a question to his godbrothers. According to their respective capacities, the many sannyasis and brahmacharis of the Mat are busily engaged from morning to night in various services. Srila Prabhupada's Grihastha and Varnaprashti disciples, or householder, and what would you call English? Vanaprasth, one who has just recently left householder life, also perform many different services. Do considerations of superiority and inferiority apply to the activities of service? If so, then which service is considered most exalted and whose service is topmost? After an extensive discussion, they could not reach a solid conclusion, and so they relayed the question to Srila Prabhupada via Sri Paramananda Prabhu. Srila Prabhupada answered with one sentence: the more love one has for the Vaishnavas, the more exalted one's service is. That's it. In other words, there are no big or small services. Rather, it is the servant's mood that makes his service either first, second, or third class. 5 instructions. One day, while giving darshan to his disciples, Srila Bhakti Sara Goswami Maharaj said, "I have spoken many things, and you have all heard so much. Remain engaged in spiritual activities, thus you will go somewhere and one day obtain what you seek." Speaking this much, he fell silent. After a few moments, he got up from his chair, and as he went into his room, he asked one of his disciples to speak Harikatha. His disciples spoke on the rather unlimited subjects of his Sri Gurudev had just conveyed in only a few words. Quote, "I have spoken many things. Despite his advanced age, Srila Guru Maharaj has tirelessly and repeatedly explained at great length and in a simple manner the spiritual truths pertaining to bhajan sadhan and the process to attain the lotus feet of Sri Hari. Quote, you have all heard so much." Here Srila Guru Maharaj is saying, day after day, morning, noon, and night, I have unfailingly spoken Harikatha, sometimes addressing easy subject matters and other times tackling difficult ones. You have all heard so much and grasped something, some more than others. Because of your extensive hearing, your path towards the ultimate goal of life has been without difficulty. Quote, "Remain engaged in spiritual activities. Now that you have understood many profound concepts concerning spiritual life, go forward and follow those teachings properly with firm conviction and according to the guidance offered by the scriptures. Thus, quote, you will go somewhere. If you can daily and attentively serve, that is, worship the deities, behold them, study scripture, perform kirtan, chant japa and meditate under the guidance of Sri Guru and Vaishnavas, then the day will surely come when you will attain your prime objective. You will one day obtain what you seek. If you heed the previous 4 instructions, then in this 5th stage you will surely attain the rarely attained and eternally revered divinity Sri Sri Radha Krishna. You will leave behind this temporary inferior earthly realm and reach Sri Goloka Vrindavan, where all abide in a perpetual blissful spring. Then your life will be a success. You will be happy, peaceful, immortal, and forever liberated, eternally full of sweetness and laughter." I remember maybe Srimati Shamrani Didi says it. One day will be, you'll just wake up from this dream. This is not ultimate reality. One day we'll just, and it's explained that when we go to the spiritual realm, my Gurudev, he says that it's as like a snake shedding his skin. A snake shedding its skin, it just gives up the old body, and it's not like, it's like fully intact, the snake is itself already a snake, just giving up the body of the shell. So in this way, the amazing instructions by the final words of Srila Bhakti Saurabh Bhakti Sara Goswami Maharaj Aki Jai. I think there's a few other disappearance days we missed, but I think this is all we'll get into because it's already 10:50. So Gaura Pramanande Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Bhaevacha Patitanam Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. Jai Srila Bhakti Saurabh Bhakti Sari Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Srila Bhakti Vigyan Bharati Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Srila Bhakti Dhoit Madhav Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Shri Rupanuga Guru Varga Ki Jai. Gaura Pramanande. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare, Hari Bo,